Welcome on back, everybody. It's time for another episode of Long Dark Wintermute. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we've got to travel out and take care of business and get a gun. That's pretty much what we have in front of us right now. Is he... Oh, he's a trust character. What does he have going on for us right now? So he wants pork and beans, old man's beard dressing, cloth, sticks, fresh rabbit pelt or cured rabbit pelt. What does this guy give me if I get further down? Let's see here. Let's see what he's got for us if we get further down his trust line. So, oh, that's a badass picture right there. I like how he has, like, dwarf pube leggings. That's pretty sweet. So, what does he give us if we get in here? So, we've got knowledge about Mystery Lake, a cache location, an improvised hatchet, Carter Dam, blueprint, deerskin pants, and deerskin boots, snow shelter, Aurora observation, and a side mission for some old letters, and that takes 375 trust to get done. That's a lot, but while we're out here, I mean, I can try. Let's see here. So as far as his trust goes, can I give him some of my cloth right now? Because I do have cloth, I think. So yeah, there we go. We'll get started with the cloth. I'm fully repaired up anyways, so there's not that big of a deal to be taken care of. The next time we come back with the gun, we'll try to keep an eye out for some of the things that he wanted in order to become a better friend with us. But for right now, our goal, if you watched the previous episode, what time is it right now? Oh, it's almost sundown. I think we would be better off trying to undertake this adventure. It depends. There are places we can go right now. There are things we can do and places we can go. So if we cut out, I think, this way right here, there are some little shacks and lodges we might be able to get up inside of. We do have pretty good cold protection right now, so I'm not that worried about freezing to death even if we spend a night outdoors. I think that'll be okay. My other goal would largely be, although we are tired right now, so that's a tad unfortunate, I can get rid of some of this weight. It won't be that difficult, but we do have cups of coffee. I'll go ahead and drink some coffee. That'll take the edge off of some of our tiredness too, so that if we need to, we can kind of sprint our way through this, which is what I'm thinking about doing. Also has the added effect of taking our weight down pretty considerably. So let's get our fatigue reduced. That's given us a little tiny buff right there. I'm going to head out this way. He did say that there was the possibility of a run-in with a bear. So you know what? We're just going to have to keep our head down, keep our nose to the grindstone, keep our ear to the rail, and hopefully we get out of this unscathed. A little bit of wolf action out here, but nothing that I don't think we can handle. We do have a flare gun now, which actually, I hope, gives us a decent deterrent against wolves. Where's he at? I hear him. Shit. Where's this dude at? There he is. There we go. Let's go ahead and back him off real quick. So we don't have to worry about his shenanigans any longer. That'll give us a little bit of time to get that gap closed. We're looking to walk pretty much due this way. As far as the map goes, I'm pretty sure, I don't have a compass right now, but I'm pretty sure the map runs west to east, with the dam being in the west, and so this would be the westerly direction. We're not exactly at like that 270 like we would want to be, but we're going to watch out for things that are important out here. I do see trees getting cut down on that side, so that might be taking us to the tree clearing over there. There are some things we can use inside of that place to keep ourselves alive. There's going to be like some little, I think that's where we were going anyways. And so at the logging camp, there should be the availability of also some of those little portable trailers they used when you were like in junior high for teaching science class or whatever. I don't know if they had that where you live, but where I lived, they definitely had that. I will take this old man's beard because that's a reputation item that the old guys seem pretty happy about, in all honesty. We can take this and we can do old man's beard dressing if we can find our way to a workshop. I think that the knockdown tree stumps over on this side are going to be the best indicator we have that we can get towards, you know, the place that I'm trying to go, which is the wood camp. Ooh, close but no cigar. It looks like I got turned around somehow. This is not the location that I thought I was going to, so this is not where I want to be. It does have a fireplace in here that would be usable. We got a wolf over there, and I'm low on stamina. However, that means that I do know actually pretty well where I am, so I'm going to move this way. Oh, I'm not reloaded. Shit. I forgot that I had to reload the damn thing. All right, we'll fight this guy. Hold on. We got a laceration and some blood loss, but we'll be okay. That should run him off for a bit. Let me take a look at my first aid situation right now and see if maybe... So we got blood loss right there. We've got an infection risk. So what I need to do is we need to take some disinfectant to our stomach wound. Now that we've got the disinfectant on there, we should be good to go. And then we'll take a Band-Aid, and we're going to put that on our wolf bite to make sure. Now, one of the cool things about this game is if you have an old man's beard dressing, it should remove both the wound, and it should get rid of... I hope that didn't tear our clothes up either, because I'm actually in the market. Let me Get my gun back out here, my flare gun. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get that lined up with another round. That was my mistake for being stupid and forgetting to reload. See, that's the problem, man. You reload too much and you get killed in PUBG because you reload at the wrong moment when somebody else doesn't reload. And then you reload at the right moment. Or I'm sorry, you don't reload at all. And you end up getting tagged. It's just like that endless first-person shooter problem. I'm going to harvest this up right here. We should be able to get access to enough wood to stay outside for the night if we really need to. Each stick is 1 reputation with him, and while we would need 375 to get to his final thing, which is a lot, I probably won't grind that far down the chain, but, you know, that's the sound of the Splat working on the chain. Yay, yay. Well, damn, this kind of got out of hand. I've actually sort of lost my bearings. This is what happens when you head off into the forest without thinking about it. So what I'm going to do is I've just got to cut, and like I told you in the previous episode, looking for landmarks is going to be the thing that's going to dig you out of this. Panicking is not going to be a solution. Instead, make preparedness. Instead of making panic, you make preparedness. All we got to do is get to a high point. We'll have a look around. Visibility is obviously a little bit lower than we would like it to be. So spotting anything useful is going to be tough with this thick fog hanging around. But we managed to find our way to one of these lakes or something over here, so I will check this out, although I suppose it's going to give us kind of very, very limited cover. This is not really what I was looking for as far as everything's concerned. And in fact, oh, there's a backpack in here. I'll check it out and we'll see what's going on. We got some blue jeans. I'll take the chocolate bar. It's stale, but it's better than nothing. We are on the right path, though. This lake was one of the landmarks I was looking for. I'm pretty sure I know. I should have just navigated the way that I always do, by following the train tracks. That's the problem, is I try to do something new here and try to be a badass and be like, I'm just going to walk out into the wilderness because I'm overconfident and stupid. And this is what happens when you wander out into the wilderness when you're overconfident. Take this as a lesson. This is what happens when you're overconfident and stupid. Well, we got another wolf coming in. However, we did find our way to the lodge over here. So as soon as I find out where this wolf is at... Oh, I know you want to party, wolf. I know you do. I hear you. Maybe he's up on the ledge up there. There's our little trail that we're looking for. If we go down further this way, it should wrap up back and around. However, this is a position where bears exist in survival mode. So, I'm a tiny bit worried about that. Part of me also thinks that they've changed up the landscape a little bit in storyline mode just to throw the really experienced people who have played the game off. Like, normally, I think this is the trail that goes on up to the Hunter's Lodge or up to the Ranger Station. I think it is. Oh, good. That's always a pleasant sound that I want to hear. We've also got ravens flying around. Yeah, there's our mountain right there. I think they changed it up slightly. I really sincerely think they did. I think they rearranged the topography ever so slightly. Either that or... I don't know, but we got to figure out a way to get up there. If we can't get up there, we've got fairly serious problems. Oh, I think we found our way up. Maybe I was just... I think I was just disoriented, maybe. Slightly disoriented. Hopefully I don't end up with a sprain. I'm going to go up the mountain and we're going to spend the night here. Ah, of course. I've sprained my ankle going up the mountain. Perfect. That is actually one of the worst things that can go wrong on an expedition or on like a survival situation. Spraining an ankle, weirdly enough, that and appendicitis. But I mean, spraining an ankle is much more likely than appendicitis. You sprain an ankle and GG, nighty-night, man. You're going to have trouble with that one. Spraining an ankle, it limits your mobility and it limits your ability to collect things in order to preserve your life and keep yourself going. And so, luckily, in-game, it's not that difficult to deal with. We just got to sleep for a couple hours, but that's been added onto the list of things we need to wrestle with right now. Oh. Oh, no. The lookout isn't here in story mode. It's destroyed.
Damn, that's smart.
Oh, no. Oh, that's all kinds of trouble. That's not good at all. All right, well, let's make lemonade, I guess. We've got some pork and beans right there. That was one of the trigger items that the old man really liked. Apparently, he's got a thing for pork and beans. I don't know if they're the spicy kind or if they're the sweet kind, but they do come in multiple varieties, in case you were wondering about that. I don't know if people eat pork and beans in other countries. In the United States, it's a fairly common thing. We used to eat pork and beans all the time when I was a kid. It's basically just hot dogs chopped up inside. Like, there's two different kinds of beans. There's the kind that are kind of like a chili, and then there's the kind that are sweet and sour. So it's kind of almost like a candy-like dinner. But with hot dogs, I know you're looking at me dubiously right now, being like, it's got hot dogs in it. Trust me, it comes together. You wouldn't think that it does. It's not my favorite meal because we ate it a lot when I was a kid. It's kind of a po-folk meal. But do I have a climbing rope right now? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I have a climbing rope at the moment, so I don't think that's going to be a real option. We got some more reclaimed wood over here. It looks like we're spending the night outside. So I'm going to do my best to find what little things are around here. We only have like 2 hours worth of firewood, though. So it is entirely possible that this will go really wrong. We've got a thick wool sweater right there. That's a good thing to have. If I go up the stairs, is there any more wood laying around? I can only slightly see at the moment, so if you're blind, so am I. Sorry about that. We're not going to be able to do much with this. It sucks that you can't burn the little remnants that are laying around here. But it doesn't look like the temperature is going to get too bad tonight. What I'll try to do is I'll try to set myself up in a wind block either way, because our clothing is really good right now. And if I can keep ourselves in kind of like a low area, like a little nook, I think that's what I would prefer to do. Now, we can crash wherever, but if you can get yourself inside of like a little upside down turtle shell or bowl, that's what you want to aim for. Well, let's get her done. We don't have a lot of options here. We have rose hips over on this side. I think this looks about right over here for a wind block. It'll work. Let's go ahead and start up a fire. It's what we got right now. So as far as fires go, I'm going to put a fire right there. We do have a fire log with us, so that's a blessing. I'm going to go ahead and use accelerant because I ain't got time to sit around and wait for a meter to fill up. We got 2 hours worth of fire right now. This should give us about 4 hours. If I burn the stick, we'll have about 5 hours. It's not going to get us all the way to morning, but it'll get us along the way. We have like a ton of water, so I don't need to carry any more with us. Let me sit down. That right there. Perfect. And I'm not going to worry about our hunger. Well, yeah, I will. Never mind. I can't go to sleep right now. I'll go ahead and we'll eat off some of this stuff. We will eat a energy bar after this. Basically, I'm just trying to get stuff out of my inventory so our weight is lower. We're still below our maximum weight, and that should get better as time goes along because we're going to drink water. Water is one of the #1 things in this game that's going to weigh you down non-stop. You always have too much water in this game. It's just, it is what it is. At least I always feel like I have too much water. Perfecto. Get a whole bunch of Crunchity bars inside of us. Dude, Bunch of Cruncher, what's up? That's one of my favorite candies right there. Bunch of Cruncher, that good stuff. The things that make me happy. You make me happy, Bunch of Crunch. Alright, so there's a little bit more water. Our meter's not that low, so it's probably only like 0.25. Yeah, that's about what I figured. Let's go ahead and we'll sleep for 6 hours. That'll get us up. Oop, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Hit the wrong button. Go ahead and sit that down. Perfect. We'll go 6 hours of sleep because that'll get us up right about the time that our fire goes out. It won't get us all the way through the night, but it'll be enough for us to appraise how our cold situation's looking. If it gets too cold tonight, that's something we'll want to remedy. But how's our temperature looking? Still pretty good. We got 12 minutes of fire left. We might be able to harvest some scrub brush over here. Oh no, it's not harvestable. Okay. It does sound like something's whipping up in the wind. So we might have a problem there. But yeah, it sucks we can't break down the fence or anything like that to get some more firewood. That's what I would have preferred to have done were our situation a tad better. There we go. That'll work for me. Break that plank down. It's not something that I want to do in the middle of the night, but it'll work. Oh, there's a supply bin right here, too. I must have walked right past it. Ah, mountaineering rope. That'll work. We'll deploy that in the morning. For right now, I got us another hour's worth of firewood. So presuming a blizzard doesn't blow through, we should be all right. Let's sleep for another 4 hours. We got an hour and a half's worth of fire. In a couple of hours, I don't think we're going to freeze to death unless a blizzard comes in. If a blizzard comes in, absolutely we might freeze to death. Oh, there goes my temperature. All right, we're overly cold and we're at a hypothermia risk right now. I don't know what the temperature's looking like, but it's got to be bad. Oh, it's minus 15. Jesus, this might actually kill us. This is a conceivable issue. Let's go ahead and pick that up. I thought it was going to give me a plus 10 to fire resistance. Let's get down the mountain now that we've got sunlight. It's going to be our only option. We're going to get down the mountain, and we're going to try and pick up whatever small fire resources we can on the way. Do I have hypothermia already? Ah, shit, I overslept. Okay, well, I probably should have made that a little shorter then. We got scrub brush over here. That'll give us 7 sticks. That should be fairly easy to ignite for about an hour's worth of fire. Oh, there's another one down here that I saw, too. Damn, I wasn't expecting it to be this cold. We made it through half the night. Normally, the middle of the night is actually the worst part. Although you could argue that 5, 6 a.m. can be pretty bad, too. We'll make another fire down here as we make our way down the mountain. Hypothermia is not going to creep up on us and get us like this. No, sir, not today, hypothermia. I bite my thumb at thee. All right, so there's our water supply. If we've got anything that's got real dense calories, that's what I would prefer to eat right now. So something like that would be perfect to get us all evened out. Good. So we'll eat the energy bar. Let me get another scrub brush, or at least a little bit more wood. We've got fire block right here, which looks like it has stopped our meter from getting worse. I'm going to set up another fire in this spot if I can. There we go. We've got sticks. Chance of success is pretty bad. I'm about to take that chance, though. Let's go for it. Come on. Dude, it took me 6 attempts to get this fire going at a 70% chance. It was bad. We'll add some fuel right there. That'll give us a little bit of time to play around with, and we should start to see our thing go up. And we'll also kill time for about an hour. So there we go. Meter should fill up nice and good. We've healed our hypothermia risk. Let's head on down the mountain. We're going to continue to the lumber camp. We're at a good spot right now. We got all our meters filled. Our chances of dying, honestly, pretty slim. When I'm pretty experienced with this game. I've got like 100 hours played, you know what I mean? It's pretty rare that I die anymore unless somehow a bear gets me or something like that. Like, I'm trying to think of the things that kill me off, and frankly, I can't really think of anything. He'll be coming down the mountain when he comes. Ranger station got all blowed up. It kind of sucks. I'll be coming down the mountain. There's some rocks and there's no fountains when I'm coming down the mountain, and I'm in nature in Canada. Are there like Canadian folk songs? Like in America we have like our own folk songs. You got your own folk songs? Leave me some folk songs from Canada down below. I need to know. I know like the first part of you guys' anthem. Like I know a chunk of it. That's how it goes, right? That's the part where it gets sketchy right there. I don't know if it goes to that part or not, or if I'm just making it up in my head at this point. That's the problem with being a musician, is that you just start making shit up for songs you don't know the rest of. You're like, well, the note structure works. Sounds kind of right. Over here should be, unless the place is also destroyed. It sounds like they had some kind of like terrorist uprising out here that just like wiped out everything, man. They got them eco-terrorists out there spiking trees. That happened to my uncle's a lumberjack, and that happened. Somebody spiked a tree at his mill, and it threw the log out, missed a dude by like a foot. I don't feel like killing people is a good response to, like, killing somebody or chopping off their hand is a great response to, like, why are you doing it to the logging companies? Like, he's part of a sustainable logging company where they clear an area, they plant an area, they move to the next area the next year, they clear it, they plant it, and they rotate like every 7 years or something like that, like in a big geographic circle. There's other effects that you got to think about near milling locations, like there's runoff into the water that can kill off amphibians and stuff like that. Like, I actually studied hydrology in college, and that was a major feature of what we studied, is how lumberjacking and logging affects things. But at the same time, there are responsible companies out there doing it, and he's part of one of those companies, man. I just don't feel like spiking a log and almost killing a guy just trying to do his job and feed his family is a great way to get your point across. I just don't feel like that's the thing. So, oh good, they didn't burn down over here. Fantastic. I don't even know if this is the place that we're looking for, though. Like, he said that there was a place where they had milling supplies around here. The setup looks largely the same. We still have the 3 locations in the hut. Kind of wondering where the tools are at. So we need a logging camp trailer key. Maybe it's inside of one of these, or are they all locked? This one's not locked, so hopefully we can dig a key out of this location to take back to the other location, and that'll be our work for the day. We can tear apart the pillows and the beds to get some cloth for the old guy, so that we can donate that to him. Whether or not we're going to be able to bring back like 100 cloth, I don't think is a real possibility, but we can definitely get like the first 50 or 60 reputation taken care of if we need to. Beds, I don't think we're going to stop off here for long. I don't see any keys laying around. We do have old bedrolls in here. That's an option for cloth harvesting. How's our weight looking? Our weight is over the top. Why is our weight over the top right now? We didn't really pick up anything new, did we? Got the logging rope. What does that weigh? Logging rope, what are you doing in my life right now? Oh, it's 5 kilos. Good lord. I didn't expect it to weigh that much. That's a lot of weight. Okay, I take it back. That actually is jamming us up right now. All right, we'll leave the cloth for the moment. Let me have another look around in one of the other areas and see if we can find the key. Maybe there's a dead guy around here who's got it. I don't see any crows around the region. Temperature's not too bad, so we've got time to play with, and hopefully the temperature will get better as time goes along, since we are kind of at the outset of the day right now. Against my better judgment, I am going to take the firewood, just in case we end up having to stop off again and maybe pitch ourselves a little bit of a burn-burn-burny. Let's jump up in here and see if the key's maybe around. Key? You in here? So we've got a new location on the trailer. Sewing kit ain't gonna do it. I do have a map that's available. Pinnacle Peaches right there. Those are great, especially if they are inside the shirt. Ooh, a balaclava. Hell yeah. Okay, protect your anonymity while keeping your face super warm. In general, not a good thing to wear, though, if you're trying to convince people you aren't up to no good. It's one of those things, you know, 80s movies really did a number to kind of the public relations branch of balaclava wearers. 80s movies did not help out with that a lot. That Spetsnaz thing they got going on. I'm going to drop both of those here because I don't need that much of a repair object. And then inside of here, we do have a lot of food laying around. Let me eat some of these crackers and see. I can't whistle if I eat too many crackers. So there we go. We'll also drink some water in the aftermath of those crackers, which I think should help out with our weight a tiny bit, like maybe half a kilo. We are carrying a lot of canned sodas around and whatnot, too. I probably should have dumped some of those at the Hunter's Lodge just to get our weight well below where we're at. For the mask, how's that going to do by comparison to the toque? I think I can wear it on the outside or something like that. It does look like it helps out with wind shear, but it doesn't help out with temperature quite as much. So if I throw that on right there, wind shear, not a huge issue for us. A thin wool sweater. We got that big old Cosby sweater right there, although I don't think we can call it that anymore. We also got some thick pants on this side that'll help out, although they do need to be repaired. I'll throw in some repairs real quick. Our chances of failing it are pretty low, and we're waiting for the good temperatures to come out anyways before this gets too rowdy for us. That's taking us up to like 70-something on those. Makes them a little bit better compared to our perfect ones, but not quite as good. I can tear up some fleece mittens, though, and finish that repair, and that'll get them back up to perfect, and we'll be solid. So there it is. Rip off a little bit more cloth. Done. They say I'm always ripping people's shit off, and it's true. I will rip off your mittens. I'll do it in a heartbeat, man. No shame when it comes to thieving your mitteny ideas. Perfect. So that's done right there, and that puts us at pretty good cold coverage and pretty good wind coverage. So we got a double layer of thick cargos on. We did not find a key around here, though. And I don't think we're gonna. I'm going to drop the remainder of this stuff. I know that I said I was going to try and harvest cloth, but I just can't carry this weight with us right now. It is too much weight. And if I can get rid of a little bit of it, that'll make our meter go down much more slowly. The wood's not helping either. This fire log's got to go. It gives us 2 hours of heat, but it's also giving us 2 kilograms of weight. Other than that, I think the big problem is we're just carrying around too many cans of soda. Remind me to prioritize drinking sodas before anything else when we're trying to get our meters back up. Remind me. I know it's not going to help because these get uploaded like the day after I record them, but let's take a look at the map and see what we got going on here. So what did he want us to do? We've got the dam over there. We've got a camp office on that side. Oh, shit, I'm completely in the wrong area. I probably should have looked at the map first. All right, well, at least I know where we are, and we can make that trip pretty easily. So they told me to come over, and I took that trip because I need to fix a gun with drill tips. So you didn't think I was going to make it come around, did you? And when I drilled it, went slip, slip, slip. Now I got a wound upside my head, and that's the shit. I guess that some shit would have worked better. Yeah, that's what I'll do next time. Let's hike it on back down the road. I don't want to cheat you guys. Well, it was a hell of a long hike to get back over here, but our energy levels are holding steady. We've got a dead guy off to the side, too, which is new. I don't know if that's a dead wolf or what that is right there, but it appears as though we've got a dead guy on this side, or a dead something. Let's creep up on it. If it's a wolf, I will absolutely take the time to butcher it and take the meat off of it. Hopefully it hasn't gone rancid or anything like that. We don't know how long the wolf's been laying here. But if it's frozen, it should preserve pretty well. So for the wolf carcass, we've got about 4 kilos of meat on there. I will take it 100%. That's enough to get us through a couple of days actively. Like, that's pretty solid. That might be one of the ones that I killed when I hit it with a hatchet. They do have the tendency to run around and bleed for a little while before they go down. So at the rail station, we are at the place it told us to go for Fix My Rifle. Chances are there's a zone that goes this way where we've got to go to the rail station. And man, I probably could have got a lot more done in this episode if I had just paid attention and used the map. But using the map is cheating, man. I didn't know we had a map. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I'm used to playing survival mode where you got to make it yourself. So I just assume you don't have a map. That's pretty much the way that I play the game. Let's see what's on the opposite end. Goodbye, Mystery Lake. Well, here we are. The Forlorn Muskeg region. This is new? Maybe? I know you can go through that tunnel in survival mode and it takes you somewhere else, but I don't recall exactly where it takes you, and I'm pretty sure it's not called a muskeg. I don't even know what a muskeg is. Muskeg sounds like a big old deer-like animal that you hunt with, like, spears. I don't know. Like, the muskeg season is here. They have come. We must hunt the muskeg and take their hides. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for stopping in for another episode of The Long Dark. We are attempting to find whatever it is that we're going after. We still have a map right here. We do have a navigation point, so Fix My Rifle is somewhere out here. The Old Spence family we got a shed over there. We've got a shortwave tower. It's saying that what I need is right over here somewhere. So let me take a look around until I find it. I will see you all next time. Thanks for stopping on in. I appreciate it. I'll see you all as we continue this playthrough of the story mode here with The Long Dark. Bye, everybody.